Your emotions are being used against you. Every reaction gives them power. I'm handing you Stoic emotional control, the ancient system that makes you unbreakable. Master this, and nothing moves you. You're getting what Stoicism actually is. Ancient battlefield philosophy weaponized for emotional control. The dichotomy of control, the only principle you need to master. 6 Stoic tactics deployed by Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca. Premeditatio malorum. Mental preparation for worst-case scenarios. Real historical deployment in battle. Betrayal. Defeat. Death. Why suppression fails, but control wins. How Stoicism eliminates emotional vulnerability completely. Here's what Stoicism actually is. Ancient Greek and Roman battlefield philosophy. Started 300 BC with Zeno of Citium, perfected by warriors and emperors. Marcus Aurelius was Roman emperor. Wrote Meditations while plague killed his empire and barbarians invaded his borders. Epictetus was a slave, became philosopher, taught emotional freedom through acceptance. Seneca was advisor to Nero, faced execution, stayed calm, cut his own wrists without flinching. Core principle is simple. Control what you can control. Accept what you can't. This isn't suppressing emotions. That's weakness. This is controlling responses. That's power. Spartans raised warriors through agoge using these principles. Emotional hardening from childhood. Modern CBT is just repackaged Stoicism. Research proves it. Cognitive behavioral therapy teaches the same framework. Ancient wisdom. Modern validation. Foundation of all Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. 2 categories. What you control versus what you don't. You control your thoughts, your reactions, your effort, your character. You don't control others' opinions. Battle outcomes, death, betrayal. Historical example proves this. Spartan warrior at Thermopylae, facing Persian army, thousands against 300. What he doesn't control, Persian army size, the odds, his survival. What he does control, how he stands, how he fights, how he dies, his honor, his discipline, his final moment. Emotional suffering comes from trying to control the uncontrollable, trying to control the Persian numbers, trying to control fate. That's insanity. Peace comes from mastering what you actually control, your shield arm, your courage, your death. Tactic 1 is premeditatio malorum, mental rehearsal of worst-case scenarios. Seneca's technique. Imagine losing everything before you lose it. Spartan warrior before battle does this. Visualizes his death, sees the spear piercing his chest, feels the blood, accepts it mentally. Now fear can't control him. Death is already processed, already accepted. Roman general planning campaign. Imagines total defeat. His legions destroyed, his reputation ruined, his exile. Plans for it mentally. Now surprise can't break him. Panic can't move him. Why this works is removing unknown. Fear lives in uncertainty. Remove uncertainty. Remove fear. Modern military still uses this. Stress inoculation training. Same ancient principle. Tactic 2 is amor fati. Love your fate. Don't just accept what happens. Love it. Marcus Aurelius during plague. Empire dying. Soldiers deserting. Citizens burning bodies in streets. His response was this. What stands in the way becomes the way. The obstacle is the path. Plague isn't problem. Plague is training. Empire collapse isn't disaster. Empire collapse is test. Spartan warrior wounded in battle, spear through his leg, doesn't curse his wound, doesn't rage at gods, sees it as test of discipline, becomes stronger through it. The wound is gift. Resentment is weakness. Acceptance is strength. Love of fate is power. You don't fight reality. You embrace it, transform it, use it. Most men react to everything. That's why they're controlled by everything. The next 3 tactics separate warriors from civilians. Pay attention. Tactic 3 is negative visualization. Daily practice. Imagine losing what you have. Epictetus taught this. Every possession is borrowed. Spartan warrior with his shield imagines it broken, split by enemy axe, appreciates it while he has it, not devastated when he loses it. Shield is temporary, always was. Roman commander with loyal soldier, visualizes soldier's death, sees him fall in next battle, values him now, cherishes his loyalty today, prepared when death comes, not broken by it. This prevents attachment. Attachment creates vulnerability. Vulnerability creates control points for enemies. They know what you love. They know where to strike. Remove attachment. Remove control points. Tactic 4 is view from above. Marcus Aurelius technique. Zoom out perspective. Battle feels overwhelming up close. Blood, screams, chaos. From above, it's just movement of bodies. Tiny figures in vast field. Spartan facing insult from superior officer. Officer questions his courage, his bloodline, his honor. Close up, it's devastating. Zoom out mentally. Sees tiny humans making sounds, mouth movements, air vibrations. Insult loses power. Roman general facing defeat. Lost the battle. Legion destroyed. Up close, it's catastrophic. Zoom out. One battle in endless wars. One war in endless time. One empire in endless cosmos. Nothing truly matters. Everything is dust. Cosmic perspective kills ego. No ego means no wounds. Can't insult what doesn't exist. Tactic 5 is the reserve clause. If the gods allow, fate permitting. Never assume outcomes. Spartan warriors marching to battle. Don't say we will win. Say we will win if the gods permit. Removes expectation. Outcome isn't guaranteed. Only effort is guaranteed. Roman senator planning career. Doesn't say I will be consul. Says I will serve if fortune allows. Not attached to specific outcome. Can't be disappointed. Expectation creates suffering. You expect victory. Get defeat. Now you suffer. Reserve clause removes expectation. No expectation means no disappointment. You tried. Gods decided otherwise. You're not broken. You're not devastated. You controlled your effort. Outcome was never yours to control. Tactic 6 is memento mori. Remember you will die. Most powerful Stoic practice. Spartan warrior before battle. Tonight I dine in Hades or in Sparta. Death is always present, always possible. Makes petty concerns vanish. Marcus Aurelius had slave whisper during triumphs. Remember you are mortal. Peak of glory, height of power. Reminded of death. When you remember death, everything changes. Insults mean nothing. You'll be dead. They'll be dead. Insult will be dust. Failures mean nothing. Dead men don't fail. Dead men don't succeed. Dead men just are. Others' opinions mean nothing. They're going to die. Their opinions die with them. All of this ends. What's worth emotional investment? Almost nothing. How Spartans combined all tactics in battle. Premeditatio. Visualized death before fighting. Saw themselves fallen. Accepted it. Amor fati. Loved their fate as warriors. Chose this. Embraced this. Negative visualization. Imagined shield breaking. Spear shattering. Brothers dying. View from above. Battle is cosmic dust. Brief violence in infinite time. Reserve clause. We fight if gods permit. Outcome uncertain. Effort certain. Memento mori. Good death is only death. All men die. Warriors choose how. Result was emotionally unbreakable warriors. Fear couldn't touch them. Already accepted death. Pain couldn't move them. Pain is temporary. Honor is eternal. Death couldn't intimidate them. Death was already dining companion. That's why 300 held against thousands. Not superior weapons. Superior emotional control. Persians feared death. Spartans loved it. You now have 6 Stoic tactics for emotional control. Premeditatio malorum. Visualize worst case before it happens. Amor fati. Love your fate and obstacles become path. Negative visualization. Imagine losing everything to prevent attachment. View from above. Cosmic perspective kills ego and wounds. Reserve clause. Remove expectations to eliminate disappointment. Memento mori. Remember death to make everything else meaningless. Ancient warriors used these to become unbreakable in battle. You can deploy them today in your battles. Control what you control. Your thoughts, your reactions, your character. Accept what you can't control. Others, outcomes, fate. That separation is freedom. That discipline is power. Subscribe to MENTIS Arcana. We decode the forbidden psychology of power and influence. Use it wisely.